Hey everybody, Darren Slaughter, darrenslaughter.com. Today I'm going to talk about content creation, and I'm going to use an example for somebody that we just wrote content for his website. We delivered the content, and I said, what do you think? Do you like it? He says, well, my wife got finished reading it, and now she wants to remodel the house. So when somebody says that to you, you know you nailed it on the content side. So I wanted to kind of put together an idea for you of how you should write content. Of course, there's formatting and there's this and there's that, but there's kind of like a bulleted step or a list that you could use, that you could write down and use when you're trying to craft content for your site or blog post or whatever you want to do. Okay, so first and foremost is you have to know something about who you want your prospect to be. Listen, I work with contractors all day, every day. I work with 98% of the time, it's home improvement contractors. There's very little commercial contractors that I work with. I do work with some, but for the most part, 98% of you are home improvement contractors. Okay? I know what makes you tick. I've been doing this for 20 plus years now, so I have a really good idea of if it works for the first 57 electricians, it's probably going to work for you too. So know who you're talking to and know who you're talking about and know how to position yourself to be the best that you can be to that best person for your business. The second one is you have to make sure that you express the point that you're aware of what their needs are. Mrs. Jones needs a new addition because she just had another baby and the house is packed out to the gills. You need to be able to get the point across in your words that you understand what her needs are. People need a new kitchen because they're tired of cooking meals in the kitchens that they're cooking in. People, you know, there's very specific reasons that people have given you over and over and over and over again. You need to be able to write those reasons into content. The next one is you have to be able to express the fact that you have something to offer. Obviously, you're in the business of doing remodeling or plumbing or electrical work or whatever it happens to be. You have something to offer. Tell them you have something to offer. People don't walk on the lot unless they're going to buy. And if nobody can tell me the movie that it's from, I'll give you $1. People don't walk on the lot unless they're going to buy. What movie is that from? The next thing is you need to express the point that the offer that you're making is valuable. Your time's valuable. Either you're going to buy or somebody else is going to buy, and I'm going to be booked up, and here's why you really want me and not your competitor. So make sure that you explain to them that the offer that you're making to them has a value to it. Next is you want to make sure that they know that there's an opportunity for them to miss out. If they like you, they like your work, they like the references you provide, they like the photos that you show them of the jobs that you've done, you need to let them know, hey, listen, I'm in demand and I get busy. So if you want to get this done, we got to do this now. Obviously, you're not going to necessarily put the hammer down on Mrs. Jones. She'll throw you right the hell out of the house. You get my point. The point is let them know that there's a time element involved in getting you. Because there's always a time element involved in getting good people to do good things. If you're just sitting around the house watching reruns of I Love Lucy on a Tuesday, it's probably because two things. You haven't marketed the business the right way, or you suck. So if you're good at what you do, you're going to be in demand. So make sure they're aware of that, okay? Make sure that they understand that you're trying to also help them. That's a big one. That's important. Let Mrs. Jones know, listen, man, I feel your pain. Look around. I can see that you're up to your eyeballs in kids and toys and whatever. So we're here to help. Let's help you. We're happy to help. If you can convey to Mrs. Jones that she's more to you than a paycheck, and it has to come across naturally, and it has to come across, we've all done desperate selling. We know what desperate selling feels like, smells like, tastes like. Desperate selling versus confident selling, there's two different approaches. You can, it's almost like trying to get that first date and doing anything you can to do it. Don't sell desperately. Don't sell out of desperation. It comes off badly. We all know what it means. Just let Mrs. Jones know that you're trying to help her, and here's how you have the ability to do it. So if you can craft content answering those things or showing those specific bullet points, you have a much better chance of transferring the message that you're trying to put out to your best readers to become your best customers. That's it. I hope it helps. Bye.